So Friday we got there, and they right away, people were talking and stuff like that, because some of them have been there before, and then some of the people they shot some at targets and stuff like that, and I was reluctant because again that's not why I went, and I was really afraid of it, because I don't know anything about guns, and I made sure everybody knew that, and so right away when we got in there into the worship part, it's just something that I've never experienced before, and it's just men honoring men praying for other men crying with other men. It's just, it just floods, it's just how fast it happens, it just happens in different corners of the place, and so one of the things that you're supposed to do is in the mornings you're supposed to go for a walk, and you're supposed to pray, and you're supposed to be for at least an hour. So on Saturday morning I did that, and there was like cornfields, and so I just went for a walk, and I prayed, and basically what I told them was I wanted to find out how to have my heart open more so that I could understand, so I could hear and everything else. So Saturday during one of the worship things, you're supposed to talk about, that's when people stand up and they do their testimonies and stuff. Well, I didn't do it, but there was a small group, about 4 of us, and I was able to do it then. But I knew that I didn't do justice, and I knew I didn't do exactly what God wanted me to do, because He wanted me to be courageous, stand up, and tell the whole group, and I didn't do it. So Sunday we did the same thing. I went for a walk, and I told him that, I needed to figure out a way to be more brave, and that I basically wanted forgiveness because I knew that I didn't do exactly what He wanted me to do. Because He spoke to me and I heard Him, but then I didn't do it. And so I opened the Bible up again, and He told me that my hour will come. And so we ate, we had breakfast, and we were amongst the group again. This is going to be the last time. And I basically there was a break in the action. I said, Josh, I would like to speak. And so I got, I told him, want prayers, for to be able to forget about the past and to look into the future and to have an open heart. And then they all prayed for me. They all had hands on, different spots, whatever, what they've been doing all weekend. Josh, out of the blue, he goes, have you ever been baptized? He goes, would you like to be baptized today? And without even thinking about it, I said yes, And then the whole thought came up, well, you're going to have to do it in the river. It's 35 degrees, and who do you want to go with you? It's like, okay, well, I could take any of them, because they're all going to have to go in the water with me, And of course I picked Dustin because, he's the leader in the men's thing. And me and Twan have always had kind of a connection, and so, and Twan actually volunteered. So that's what, we went down there, and we sang Amazing Grace before we went in the water, and it's an experience that I hope that everybody can experience in one way or another. Maybe not the baptism part, but just the whole feeling of the total clean, just being clean and a whole new person. It's totally incredible. And the water was probably 35 degrees, but it felt like 90. It wasn't cold at all. The prayers are different now. My relationship with my wife is different now, just in this week. The way I see people at work, just the whole spectrum of life is different. And one thing I'm getting out of this is it was so simple. God is right here. All you have to do is just, all he wants is a relationship. And He's the easiest family member to get a hold of. All you got to do is pray. And I just encourage everybody in this church, because there's great things happening in Hope Community with the men's group and the youth group and the women's. There's a lot of great stuff happening here. And I just encourage everybody to just get excited about this church and about God, and just be gracious in knowing that he's here and he's doing great things to this church, and we're just at the beginning here, and I think we can go a lot further with it.